Yeah. We are back
Yes.
at the S.H.I.T.S podcast. So we are either shooting the shit, starting some shit.
Picking up where the shit left off.
I'm your host, Monsoon Sarah, the coolest cat you heard thus far.
Yes. I'm Bubba Ball, one of the dreadheads you cannot catch at the mall unless it's an outlet mall where those deals live.
And our very special guest to the podcast this week. Hey, this is her second time coming on. We are so happy to have her on. She is not only a phenomenal vocalist, entertainer, she has moved into the podcasting realm as well. She's hosting an event every Monday. She's just fucking phenomenal. Y'all make some noise. Give it up for Liz Tucson. Yeah. All right, y'all. Wait, man, that bass is thumping. That was new. All right, before we go any further, I got to get some shouts out to some people that have been fucking with us. We fucking with them. Hey, shout out to Fluent Radio, www.fluentradio.com. Y'all can catch us there every Monday, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Shout out to the Chicago Clubhouse Network. Shout out to Ever Evolve Studios. Shout out to Right Brain Collective. Also, y'all be on the lookout for the 312 Music Awards that should be popping off early next year. They will be highlighting entertainers, producers, artists in the city of Chicago, Illinois, Chicagoland. So y'all stay in tune with that. And also make sure y'all get in tune with the S.H.I.T.S podcast, www.theshitspodcast.com. Yeah. So, Liz, you know how we do it. Like to do a check-in. And since you are a phenomenal guest this week, how your week been?
It's been good. I can't complain. It's gone as planned.
Oh, okay.
So
nothing.
Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean?
That means that everything I intended to do, I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Can't beat that.
Bubba Ball, man, how your week been?
Good up until today, man.
Cause you had to be here.
No, I got some bad news, man. One of the best people that I've met on social media. I learned that he passed today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rest in peace.
Man, father, son to his mom. Beautiful mother. Always had his mother on his page doing lives. Always had his children. Just had a newborn baby, man. Son can't be no more than a year and a half, 2 years old. Fell ill to some health issues. I don't want to say COVID or whatever, but he was hospitalized. Had a lot of, complications with that.
Uh-huh.
And, man, Songbird, brother used to sing. He made me like gospel, if you can believe that.
Not Jesus.
Like
Jesus.
The dude was so phenomenal with his voice. Like he would make you listen to songs after he sung the song. You like, where did he find this song? Or was this his spin on it?
Got that
gift.
He
had a gift to take a song, put a little oomph on it, and it sounded great. Man, the brother will be missed, man.
What was his name?
Corey Camphor, man. Rest in peace, Corey Camphor and the Camphor family. You know what I mean? He was the reason why I actually got a Toyota outside. So this brother meant more to me than a lot of people supposed to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We met maybe once or twice, but I met him on social media. So he is a testament that it is good people that you can meet on social media.
That's dope.
Will meet good people in all walks of life without you actually shaking hands or being introduced by somebody. It can happen. You know what I mean?
That's inspiring.
So I want to definitely send a big shout out to that brother and his family, man. Blessings and mercies on, on the Camphor family, his mom, and especially the newborn, and his wife dealing with that, because that's a big loss, man. Big loss.
Man, that's man, shout out to the family. I feel like I don't want to say nothing after that. For me, the week been cool.
What's Smoke doing?
Smoke, man. Smoke biting everybody and shit. Smoke dog biting everybody, and he kind of getting potty trained. But you know what I did this week, man? That was awesome for me. Okay. I spent some time with myself, man.
You got to do that
Real
every
shit.
week.
I spent some time with myself, man, and went to a movie. And just went to a movie, just chilled by my fucking self. It was beautiful. I saw Black Adam. It was actually pretty good.
Okay.
It was actually pretty good, man. So yeah, that was dope, man. So that's pretty much been it for me. I do want to give a shout out to the family of 7-year-old Akeem Briscoe, who was killed by a stray bullet in Humboldt Park, man. Man, bro. It's like we keep hearing about this stuff, And it's heartbreaking because Shorty was in his crib.
Yeah.
Shorty was in his house.
In his house.
You know what I'm saying? Straight
How
bullet.
safe can you be?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Straight bullet came through the window and hit him in the stomach. They said he died in front of his mom and his siblings 4 days after his father's funeral. So it's like, shout out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 4 days after his father's funeral. Shout out to the family. My condolences. Our condolences go out to the Briscoe family, and man, may God be with y'all and keep y'all strong, man, for real. Man, switching topics. Liz.
Yes.
So the last time you was here, we was talking about the music.
Okay. Yeah.
And you played the Christmas joint.
Yeah.
It was the Christmas joint. It was a Christmas joint.
And country.
It was right.
It was a Christmas country song.
Yeah.
Now, not only do you have a smash hit, Easy, on Spotify. Make sure y'all check it out. It's about the co-parents. But you also doing a podcast. The co-parents. Tell us about that.
The co-parents podcast. So what had happened was
This is gonna be good.
me and my baby daddy met at the Cotton Club back in the early 2000s, late 2000s.
Shout out to the Cotton Club. I love the Cotton Club.
Yeah, and so because we're both musicians, singers, we wanted to recreate that energy from the Cotton Club. We used to have a good time.
Okay.
I know. I was there.
Right. So it was like Monday night at the Cotton Club. We got the opportunity to do it at Tavern on the Grange.
Which is an awesome spot.
Which is an awesome spot.
Food off the chain.
Drinks off the chain.
Man.
Atmosphere off the chain.
And it's black owned.
Black owned.
Yes.
Vibe off the chain.
Yes.
So the first night that we did it, like him and his girlfriend was sitting at a table, and I was like, hey, we should open up the show on some slapstick, right? I'm gonna be like, you be like, I'm HG, I'll be like, I'm Liz Tucson, and we are the co-parents, right? So he started busting up laughing like, you stupid. And I was like, we should do it. I was like, no, I'm serious, we should do it. So we did it, the very first show. And everybody laughed, and we did like a little bit about how we ended up on stage together, because I didn't speak to him for 10 years.
Oh, shit.
We had one of those relationships. And I sing, I bust the windows out your car, because I did.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And so...
God damn it.
So what happened was, we finished the first set and looked up, and all of the screens said, Monday nights, every Monday at the Tavern on the Grange by the co-parents. And I was like,
Whoa.
There it is.
they think that's our name for real.
Whoa.
There it is.
And it was just from that moment on.
Yeah.
We have been at Tavern on the Grange for 2 years now.
Man.
Now, who's responsible for that? For putting y'all actually out there like that?
The owners.
So whoever ran that, they just took it and ran with it because they thought that was y'all.
Yeah, he was
But
like,
you,
man,
hey,
this
bro,
is
but
dope.
that go back to something that you always say. People usually give you your names.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was a joke. It was
Wow.
legitimately a joke. And we looked up on the screens, and I was like, yo. And so we ran with it,
Yeah.
right? And so people...
It'd have been totally different if it said the assholes. Like
I would have kept that too, though. That can be argued that could totally be our name.
Right.
But we ran with it, and so we've been there 2 years. And Halloween is Monday, so we'll be the whole band will be dressed up in a singular costume. I'm so excited about it.
Wait. Hold on. Say that again. Say that
Everybody's
again.
in one?
Our whole band will be dressed up in a singular costume. So our costume together will make one thing.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Voltron.
I'm so excited about it.
O Block. She's like,
Yeah, so then people started hitting us up and asking us questions like, how did you guys do it? I get inbox, he gets inbox.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I was like, we should probably start a podcast. I had a conversation with you about it. It took us about a year to actually get it going, but now we got it going, and we got like 5 listeners. I'm so excited about them.
so wait, tell everybody when y'all on.
We are on every Sunday from 12 to 1, and we'll probably be extending it on my radio Chicago.
Okay.
For sure.
So
Shabliz.
how can they find you on my radio Chicago?
You can find us at The Co-Parents on YouTube.
Okay.
And we're the Co-Parents Band on all social media.
Okay. Hey yo, we gotta take a break real quick. Hey yo, shout out to all the everybody out there trying to be co-parents and y'all slashing each other's tires and shit like that, and y'all just can't do it like Liz. And you know, it's the Shits podcast, y'all. It's the Shits.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yo. This your boy Monsoons, the Rock from the Shits podcast and the Shits Radio. Just letting y'all know, Saturday, October 29th, is going down in Magoo's, y'all. 6550 South Bernard, Chicago's dopest Halloween party. Brought to you by the Shits podcast and Madison Media Collection. Tickets available on Eventbrite. Yo, it's only $10 to get in, 9 p.m. until. It'll be a contest for the sexiest costume. And we got my man DJ Sin City controlling the crowd. Once again, y'all, Saturday, October 29th, Magoo's, Chicago's dopest Halloween party. Brought to you by the Shits podcast and Madison Media Collection. Y'all make sure y'all get them tickets early at Eventbrite because they are sure to sell out like Clarence Thomas. Yo, y'all make sure y'all tap in. It's the Shits. We are now back.
Right now is the time. Relax your mind. To find it can be easy. Just be easy.
Just be easy and listen, goddammit.
It's the perfect time to free your mind. You'll find it can be easy.
You're now listening to the sounds of the co-parents. Name of that joint is called Easy.
It could be easy. Take a puff, sit back, let life be breezy.
That nigga sounds smooth.
Things
Yeah.
can really be what we need. See, we can stop our overthinking, and maybe
we could play and sing and chill out in the sun all day. We live this moment in every moment we make. We create our reality.
Hey, that shit hot as hell,
You should
y'all.
Let that go.
That shit hot as fish grease, goddammit.
Turkey grease, deep fried turkeys around this motherfucker.
That was the co-parents, and the name of that joint is called Easy. Y'all can find it on Spotify,
Nice.
Apple,
I
everywhere,
like
right?
that.
Yes,
That
on
was
all
nice.
streaming
Y'all make sure y'all
networks.
check that out.
That's
Shout
really
out
Chicago.
to
That's
shout out
real
to
Chicago.
Tandalia Rowland and Lamar Creation for mixing that record.
See, this what I be thinking. People don't understand. In my opinion, I believe people don't understand how important mixing and mastering is.
It's the most important.
It's the most important.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
you
could
could
actually
take.
be whack, and if you got a good engineer,
Oh my
you're no
god.
longer whack.
Yep.
Oh my goodness gracious! Like they work. They like,
Miracles.
not
Yeah.
necessarily. It
Yeah,
depends.
they
It
can.
depends.
It's an
They
art.
can.
They can.
It's
Yeah.
an art, honestly.
Yeah.
Because an engineer, like if you got an engineer at a studio and they just press the record and track and organize, that's all great.
Yeah.
But if you got an engineer who's also a creative,
Yeah.
they know where to add the effect. They know where to make the vocals lower.
Yeah.
They know where to crescendo the vocal. Like that is a talent in itself that is so valuable.
That's a talent. That boy
Yeah.
is talented. Shout out to my man Decker Durs and also shout out to my man Seven Lee. Both of those gentlemen are fucking phenomenal when it comes to production. Y'all better check them out. So I want to talk about free speech. So my question to y'all is this: do y'all believe we still have freedom of speech?
Okay, I think I want to go first because I'm gonna Google it.
Freedom of speech?
Yeah,
You gonna Google freedom of
Google it
speech?
because you got to know what it means, right?
Okay.
How can we have a
Technical,
conversation
yeah,
about it
technically.
if we don't know what it really
Okay.
means?
Okay.
Right?
Go ahead.
So it says the right to express any opinion without censorship
Ooh.
or restraint. I have another one.
Oh man.
Where's this?
This says freedom of speech is a principle that supports the freedom of an individual or a community to articulate their opinions and ideas without fear of retaliation, censorship, or legal sanction.
So we don't have freedom of speech.
Hell no.
Wow, you just summed that shit up in a nutshell.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Before I read that, I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts were.
Okay.
My thoughts were we absolutely have freedom of speech
Mm-hmm.
based on the structure of our system that we live in. Legally, a person can't sue you for saying something.
Right.
Right? So in that way, it works.
Mm-hmm.
But as a corporation, you know what I'm saying? If you think about the game we're playing in the society, if we really look at the society we live in, the system that we live in, our monetary system, our legal system, it's a game.
Right.
Right? And so you can be censored in so many other ways.
So many ways.
You know what I'm saying?
So many ways.
So I have the freedom to say things and not get sued.
You do.
All of us.
Right.
We have the freedom to say stuff and not be sued for what we said. But do we? Because aren't they trying to sue Kanye for saying something?
Right. And that's interesting that you brought that up.
I'm gonna go even older. Remember Kevin Hart was supposed to host the Grammys?
Host Oscars.
Oscars, yeah.
And they went way back.
Into the archives.
Into his archives when he was very young. He was still married to his first wife. That was a joke she created. Like, it was so many ways that could be explained, but he didn't go through all that. He even apologized. And he still was crucified for what he said 10, 12, 15 years ago. So, no, we don't have freedom of speech.
So
even
how do
if
you fight
money.
that, though? But how do you fight it, though? Because, right, if we have freedom of speech and someone is taking away your freedom to speak, right? Could Kevin Hart have a case against the Oscars for retaliation?
Based on that definition, yes.
Based on that definition.
Very good point. Very good point.
Easy win.
Easy win, because it's like you took money out of my pocket. You hurt my feelings. I mean, because we could do all of the things, right?
Definitely.
I was emotionally stressed. I was embarrassed.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And you literally you could have ruined my career.
Tried to.
Can I sue you for that? Because now, by law, right? Because there's a law that says you have freedom of speech without retaliation, censorship, or legal sanction. Wow.
So, with that being said,
I just learned something.
I'm glad. I'm really glad that you brought that up. Like, I'm really glad that you looked that up, because I never really thought about that. And I think now that you read that, and I think about everything that's going on, just say like, wait, it's kind of like illegal.
It's illegal.
What you're doing is it's illegal.
Is illegal. And because we don't pay attention to the law, and we also don't pay attention to the system that we live in.
Right.
And the only reason that I'm paying attention now is because I just did DNA and found out that Thomas Jefferson is my 5th grandfather.
God damn. I'm trying to see which one do I give you.
Well, I'm scared.
Or
you just scared the shit out of me. Thanks, Liz. I'm never getting my DNA done.
Yeah, wow. It weirded me out too, because it made sense.
Wow.
Why did it make sense?
Because, and even to my cousin, when I told him, he was like, yo, that makes everything about our family make sense. Wait a minute. And this is my cousin in New Orleans. Like, we second cousins.
Right.
So he was like, yeah, because...
Was he putting it together then, as you saying? They're like, okay.
It's just the way our family operates.
Right.
Okay.
It's an energy in our family that don't make sense. So you would think that somewhere in our line, somebody did something, but you don't know who it was.
You know, now you figuring out who it was.
And then it's like,
damn.
Oh.
Ugh.
Wow. And now I also understand the separation.
What separation?
Like the separation in my family.
Okay.
Like, you know, when you have a history of siblings just not getting along. Can you imagine one white sibling and one black sibling?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
That trauma passes through the bloodline, and then
that puts a whole new spin on shit.
It puts a whole new spin on shit. So then it made me think about my brothers in the United States of America being the grandsons of Thomas Jefferson, the person who signed the Declaration of Independence. Did that declaration protect your grandchildren?
No. Like it, and it really it's so interesting that you say what you say, because it makes you think about everything that this country is built on, and it makes you think, like, is it bullshit?
Right.
Like, because it really sounds like bullshit.
But if you think about it, they say that George Washington was not the first president. There were presidents before him. And if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, you could say that the first president was a part of the incorporation of the United States.
Right.
Elaborate.
We don't have to.
No.
But
It just makes sense though. Yeah.
right? Just, Google it. But
So I was thinking about you saying. I was thinking, are you referring to the Moors?
no.
No.
Oh, okay,
no,
okay.
no.
I'm referring to the incorporation of the United States, which created the system that we currently live in.
Right.
Right? When you start a business, you have to have bylaws.
Okay.
We have that as the United States.
Okay.
We have bylaws, we have our constitution, we have the way our country is made up is the same way that a corporation is made up.
Exactly.
Right.
And we're the employees.
And we're the employees, right? So when you think about it that way, and you think about who was sitting around that table creating this country
It wasn't
or
us.
this company,
Yeah.
they were creating it to serve themselves.
Exactly.
So literally, our country is built with the sole purpose of serving
The 1%.
a certain class
Which is the 1%.
of white men.
Right.
It's not even white women.
It's
Because
not
if,
even- no,
because
it's
if it
white
was
men.
white women, then Martha, who Thomas Jefferson married, his white wife,
Okay.
she would not have had her father's estate go to him.
Ooh. Yo. Oh my goodness. This is it's fucking awesome.
I'm sorry.
I love it. No, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, yo, we're about to take a break real quick. Come right back. Hey, yo, shout out to everybody out there that took the Constitution test, didn't pass, and y'all ass still at Harlan High School
The
and shit.
preamble.
The preamble, I was great.
It's the Shit podcast, y'all. It's the
Flying
shit.
colors. I remember the preamble. That was-
Jaja Smith, Zevin Heaven at gmail.com, Zevin Heaven at Instagram, Zevin Heaven, Facebook, Jaja Smith, Facebook, Jaja Smith 20, Instagram. I have the cupcakes that you need. I have the cupcakes that you want in all the flavors, any flavor that you can imagine. Chocolate chip cookies, any type of sweet treats. That's why it's Zevin Sweet Treats, y'all. Mobile, if you want to call me, area code 872-225-2680. That's 872-225-2680.
Another one. It's all good. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all go ahead and dance with y'all girls if y'all want to. Or dance with the fellas.
Yeah, we're not back.
Yeah.
It's the Shit podcast.
It's that one right here, y'all. Pass the music. That one for me. Yeah.
You're not listening to the sounds of myself.
Yeah.
A little bit thirsty.
He's an online lurker, a DM bandit. He don't give a damn that them hoes can't stand it. Blowing up phones, sending out dick pics, thinking that's game. He be thinking that's slick shit, nigga, that's sick shit. Goofy ass prick shit, got his ass blocked, his number restricted. He be obscene when them hoes on the scene, lurking at the bar like, what you want, queen? Order what you want, boo, money ain't a thing. Thinking that's the way he gon' slide in them jeans, touching on the waist. He be on the chase, he don't recognize that she's
Seven Lee.
speeding up the pace. He be on the prowl, he be trying to get a
That
taste. He
baseline.
trying to end the night with vagina on his face. Ladies and gents, he don't take hints. He got some hot breath.
You're not
He don't
tuned
even
into the
take
Shits
hints.
podcast,
Trying to
y'all.
impress, showing bank state best to a real motherfucker that don't even make sense. Damn, dude.
So thirsty.
Why you so thirsty?
Drink Stella, dude.
Yeah, we're now back at the Shits podcast, and we out here chilling with the phenomenal Liz Toussaint. And we just talking and shooting the shit. So we're talking about earlier, do you believe that freedom of speech still exists? And when you actually read the definition of it, unfortunately, everybody, we have come to the conclusion that it does not. Freedom of speech does not exist anymore. I'm sorry to inform you. Google the fucking definition of freedom of speech, and guess what?
Wait though. That is based on the fact that none of us have executed our right to fight when our speech has been censored. Right?
That's a very good
we
point.
will find out if freedom of speech is real when someone says, these people took away my right to speak freely. I am suing them for the dollar amount that I lost. And then if the courts find that or just dismiss it or what have you, whatever the outcome is, then we would find out if we have the freedom of speech, because has anybody challenged the legality around your ability to speak freely?
So I'm so glad you said that, because one of my questions was, how much does popularity play a part in that?
In what?
And how much we think about our freedom of speech, how much we challenge if we have the freedom of speech, how much we challenge if somebody stands up and says, you took my freedom of speech. So just say Trump says it. Trump says, I'll keep going to court. Y'all took me off Twitter. Y'all banned me off Twitter. And according to this constitutional statement, you cannot do that because of something that I said. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure that Twitter has something in their agreement that you sign up when you sign that says that they can take you down if you say anything. Because we are a part of a system that is technically a corporation. In a corporation, if you sign something agreeing to put up with certain shit, then it's legal. Right? But if you take away my money or you remove my endorsement, right, it would have to have been a clause in my contract with you that says that I would not say such and such and such.
So that makes me think about Boosie Badass. How many times have they took Boosie shit off of Instagram? How many times Boosie account been suspended off Instagram for some shit that he said? You see what I'm saying?
But that's Instagram, and we all know that they have a clause talking
Facebook
about their
too.
community. I'm talking about you and me having this conversation here, and somebody saying, I don't appreciate her talking about Thomas Jefferson. Right?
So I'm going to cancel her.
So I'm going to cancel her. Because, God forbid, I lose my 5 followers on YouTube today. But if I do lose my 5 followers because you told me, you know, you did a whole campaign.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You made us feel a certain way, so therefore we want you canceled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then can I sue you for removing me from my freedom of speech?
Exactly.
Because you actively made a campaign to make me lose everything because you didn't like what I said.
Like you didn't like my opinion.
You didn't like my
You
opinion.
didn't like not what I said was a fact. You didn't like my opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And I've been talking to people for the longest, for the last couple of weeks, and I just been saying, people are just trying to disguise. People are trying to disguise opinions as facts. No, this is an opinion, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I honestly don't think that some people realize that their opinions are not facts.
That's the problem.
Yeah, and therein lies the problem.
It's an opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Therein lies the problem. Like when we understand that we're all having a point of view, right? That we're describing at all times.
POV.
Right? That point of view is my opinion.
Right. That's just it.
Because you could be having a completely different experience. Like you could see on that side of the room. I cannot.
Right.
So I can easily tell people it was really dark on the right side of the room. And you'll be like, yeah, it was lit.
Right. A coworker of mine, she used an example. She said, so if I come into work and I say to you, man, the ceiling is made of spaghetti, does that mean that my opinion is wrong? I was like, it just means that that's your opinion. In your opinion, the ceiling is made of spaghetti. Now, once you leave the room, I might say, this motherfucker blind as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But your opinion is your opinion. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
guess what? She might not even be wrong. Because you don't know how she was raised. And that might be called spaghetti. Like her daddy might have described
it
that
as spaghetti. That's so crazy.
And then she wouldn't be wrong at all.
Right.
Because the ceiling is made of spaghetti. Based on how my daddy explains plaster to me.
And based on my views. So it really makes me think about, in the society that we live in now, to me it feels like it's about who's the majority. Who's the majority? Who's the controlling the people who run shit? It's about their views. You know what I'm saying? If your views don't align with their views, then that's a problem. You get what I'm saying?
So who's that? Who is that?
I don't ever want to say that, but
so I want to say this: when it comes to the situation with Kanye and him being canceled for anti-Semitic, right? People were saying that they were able to do that because they were rich and they had power or what have you. But black people have power too. We just don't identify it as power. Right. We don't identify it as power. They have the money. We give the money.
Right.
Black money, money, black money,
Right?
money,
And so
money.
because we are the consumer, and people have said this over and over again, but
Yes.
I don't think that it has really sunk into people.
Why though? But
Because-
first of all, I'm sorry, say it first, and then I'm gonna say why.
Because I don't think that people identify it as a power. Because whenever we spend money, we no longer have it, and we put value in having it.
Yeah.
So you don't put value in
Money
giving
phones
it.
and stupid ass shit.
Exactly.
Go ahead, though.
You don't put value in giving it because your value is in having it.
Right.
So you don't identify that somebody has to give it to you. So the giver is as important as the haver.
As a receiver.
I like haver
Nah.
because you're the person who has
Right.
it, right? Because I can receive the money, but it'll go away from me,
Quick.
right?
Fast.
But if you have money, that's something different,
Ooh.
right?
And you hold on to that shit.
You have money. Money comes to you and it stays with you.
Right.
Money comes to a lot of us and
and it leaves quick as fuck.
Right. But there
Soon as
is
they go to
power-
Miami.
There is power in the leaving because you get to decide where it goes.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad you said
But
that.
when nobody that looks like you benefits off the money that you spend, that's the turmoil. That's where the downward spiral just keeps the funnel.
Yeah.
It's a funnel. All our money, no matter what, how you look at it, Walmart, gas station, any product.
Birkin bags.
Any
It's in
product.
what we value.
We have a few products out here, but they're not on the realm of a Swisher Sweet, a Backwood, a Budweiser. They're nowhere near these brands and corporations that have been benefiting for years, just off of a lifestyle. So as long as you can, like I tell people, you have to make yourself valuable in this economy. You should find something to make people want to come to you with their money. That way you become valuable.
Right.
Other than that, if you have to go somewhere else and smile for Jerry and Terry and Bill and Neil, it's a rough life. We'll be back.
I'm trying to figure out who Bill and Neil is. Hey, yo, it's the Shits podcast show. We'll be back. It's the Shits.
Comedian Marnie P checking in from the S.H.I.T.S podcast.
Bow! Internet, nigga. Go out with a bang.
We are
No
now back
jail
at
time.
the Shits podcast. Man, I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to break down that conversation
I
right
would
there.
have loved
Oh,
to
shit.
have seen that. I was doing laundry that particular day. This was fascinating to me. This was one of the. It was just like I can't say peculiar, but it was just a kind of like wild day. It was funny things happening. Number one, I went to the laundromat. You go to the laundromat, it's always funny people there. So I have my phone, and I'm trying to be incognito and record Durs. And, but I can't do this right at Durs. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So I got to do shit like this.
That looks even worse, though.
No, it don't, because I'm like,
It do. It actually do look worse.
but he wasn't paying no attention to me. So I'm like, yo, with the laundry.
That looks way more suspect, bro.
So it was crazy because, what was going on the TV. And it was like, damn, these people are really, like, why? I just didn't understand why.
Well, all of us is about to clean.
Yeah, and then people in the laundromat. Here's the kicker. This is the beauty about the laundromat. People in the laundromat are in their own world until they load those clothes in the washer. Once the wash cycle
Starts.
goes in and it starts up, and you got 25 minutes
Yeah.
till you take them out and put them in the dryer. Now
They back on the TV.
Now, here comes the fun.
Right.
Here comes the phone conversations if they weren't talking. Here comes what they watching on TV.
Right.
Now they got opinion. So now you get to see a little personality from everybody.
Yeah.
Until you get the no.
I don't know what that
So
meant.
that's a whole conversation that you try to ignore because the TV can't be too loud. So you really like trying to lean in and look and focus on the TV.
Yeah.
And there's other people around you doing the same thing. It's so fun. Tell you,
So fun.
the laundromat is one of my funnest places to go to besides the grocery store. I'm a people watcher.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to watching people because that's the realest thing I can
You
do
analyze
right now.
people.
It's the realest, funnest thing I can do. And I haven't met a woman yet that can enjoy going on dates with me and just looking at people and laughing. It's only a couple, but
I love people watching. And I have
See
a
what I'm saying?
perfect people watching place.
Oh,
You've got to do the
Church.
booze cruise.
What?
The booze cruise.
I'm scared of
on
them.
Navy Pier.
I'm scared of cruises.
You gotta know
I don't
it's a
dig it.
short
It's
cruise.
Chicago. Okay,
It's,
long as
it's on the
short.
lakefront, and
Okay.
you just go out as far as like Navy Pier goes to that pier, and then you come
Oh, and they
straight
come back.
around. Listen,
It's kind of far.
it is all kinds of kinds.
Yeah.
It's all the kinds, and they be there for different reasons. So
Yeah.
me and my girlfriend was just walking around finding out why people were on the booze cruise.
Yeah. Just asking questions. Why
It
you
was a
here?
bridal party.
Yeah.
It was like somebody's birthday. It was like this 50-year-old lady with these. She looked like Bootsy Collins, but I think she was trying to be sexy, but it was literally
It didn't work.
Bootsy. Yeah, and it was her 50th birthday, and it was just.
Yeah.
People be there for so many different reasons, and then they have different genres of music.
Yeah.
So then when your jam come on, that group of people
Hit the flow.
hit the floor.
It's amazing to watch because you like, oh shit.
It's hilarious.
They play NWA. It's like old white women going out there.
It
Fuck the
almost feel
police.
like one of
the
those
best entertainment.
movies. Yeah, it
Yeah.
feel like one of those movies where like they have the different groups come up and represent their kind. And it was like when the hood music came on,
Everybody.
I was like, I'm ready.
I'm out there. I'm out there.
We finna, and it was all the kinds of us
Yeah.
on the dance
Which is
floor,
a
but it was
beautiful
just
thing.
it
It's
was
a
I've been to
fucking
beautiful.
beautiful
karaoke, right? I've been to karaoke, and it was just there's something to see when you go to different states and you see in different climates still mixed, ethnics. Asians,
Uh-oh.
there's something about these Asians love karaoke, and this is not a diss. This
Hey.
is a big up.
I will agree with you on
They
that.
love karaoke. I went to Minnesota, Mall of America. I will never forget this. My cousin battled an Asian on a Michael Jackson song, and them motherfuckers was up there damn near beat for beat, pop, locking, and drop. And I was out. We was clapping like it was the best time of my life. Before I turned 20 years old. Mall of America now. Mall of America. If you've never been to Mall of America, put this shit on your bucket list. This place was so fucking big, y'all. I walked in there and did this.
Damn.
And just looked the fuck up and walked around and like a motherfucker could have came up and punched me in my fucking throat and just robbed me for I was in awe of how big this fucking mall was. It was 6, 7 floors. Then they got roller coasters and shit in the mall. Listen, y'all gotta go to Mall of America. They got so many restaurants.
That sounds like a field trip.
Liz, when you go to Mall of America, you gotta have at least 4 hours. If you've never been, you gotta have 4 hours to dedicate
It's
to
Great
Mall of
America.
No. This is Walt Disney World and Great America.
Mixed together.
In a
Saks
mall.
Fifth Avenue in
63rd and
I ain't
Hall, so
never
all
been
mixed
to
in one.
California.
There we go.
63rd and Hall.
It's one.
I bought a bootleg Movado watch.
From the Mall of America?
From a fucking booster for $40.
There we go.
Mall
Okay,
of
hold on.
America.
Okay, you said something. Okay. So you said something earlier. You was like Asians. You said Asians, they love karaoke.
Karaoke.
All right, let me ask this question. Do y'all think that when people make blanket statements, like that one,
No.
that
that's facts.
hold on.
That's
Hold on.
facts.
Do you think that when people make blanket statements that it makes things worse? Like when it
Nope.
comes to communicating and freedom of speech. Go ahead.
So
Not in the karaoke.
I feel like I'm gonna have a Kevin Samuels moment, right?
Okay.
What I respected about Kevin Samuels is I saw him
Rest in
explain
peace.
his perspective.
Okay.
And he said that he rated women based on a mathematical scale of their face, right? Mm-hmm. Right. That's how he got his numbering system. So when he gave you a number, he wasn't giving you a number because he thought you were ugly. He was giving you a number because your math was off, right?
Okay.
So I'm saying that to say that what he just did was describe something he saw mathematically.
By the number of people that was in there. Right?
No, because what he said was, what did you say? You was like, it was Asian people love karaoke, right?
Yes.
So yes, by the number of people who is in
Number
there
one.
and
No,
how
no.
passionately they
Reacting to
participate
him, with
Right.
him.
in karaoke.
Right.
It's an observation.
Yeah.
Black people love basketball.
That's a blanket statement.
Is it?
Shit, look on TV right now.
It is though.
Kicking ass on the court.
It's a if you really think about it, it's a blanket statement because it's not. There's no way you can
He's being
prove
devil's
that.
advocate.
There's no way
appreciate
that you can prove that every black person likes basketball.
Okay, we're not saying every.
No,
You said
no.
black people.
Yeah, but when you say look, and
That's
this is
a safe
and this is
assumption.
wait a minute, this is just based on our understanding of racism.
Okay. Okay.
Because people who say they're not racist will say something about black people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not talking about you.
I'm talking about black
the
people.
black people.
I'm talking about the other ones.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the other ones.
Others.
I'm talking about the other ones. Those are blanket statements. You know what I'm saying? And I only
It's a
say that.
blanket over this group.
Can it just be the truth? What?
But it's not, though.
No. Understand this and understand this. When did a blanket statement become okay? Because we could never have a conversation.
Yeah, because I gotta
Everything
describe
can
stuff.
be fraternized and broken down.
So that means you gotta be
to mean-
specific.
But everything can mean something that you wanted to or something that you don't want it to.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how you feel. That's where we fucked up at in society. When your feelings matter more than what the fuck I'm telling you, when you can't listen to what I'm telling you because you
opinion.
feel some kind of way.
Your opinion. Your
Bro,
opinion.
I shouldn't get fired on the weekend because I said something on social media, on my social media, and you felt some kind of way on the weekend off work.
I'm not disagreeing with
And
you.
then
I'm
you
saying
go
it's
to
your
work,
opinion though.
Right? And you go to work and tell HR, and I get pulled into HR on Monday and lose my job. That should not happen. We'll be right back, y'all. We got to take a break.
We gotta take a break, guys.
That's bogus.
Shout out to the motherfuckers who lost their job on a Saturday and you weren't even working. It's the Shits Podcast, y'all. It's the Shits.
That's called
Involved is a community of content creators leading the Chicago scene to new heights. We are now back at the Shits Podcast, and we just in here shooting shit with the phenomenal, hilarious, and inspirational Liz Toussaint.
Pew,
You know
pew,
what I'm
pew.
saying? Hitting y'all with all kind of gems.
She's going to be making her third appearance, fourth, fifth, and sixth appearance. And we're going to be starting our appearances on her podcast.
Yeah.
So we looking for
You want to do
these-
this Sunday?
Oh, we can do it. Yeah. Sunday.
Let's do it. I need
just
2
committed.
more followers from this podcast.
You just committed. You just committed.
Oh, we going to try to get 10. I'm going to go live.
Tell them again. Tell them again where they can find you.
We are on YouTube, the Co-Parents Podcast. We are on Facebook and IG. I think we on TikTok as the
I'm pretty sure
Co-Parents
everybody on TikTok.
Band because we are a band and we are available
Badass
for
band.
private bookings, birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, stripper parties. You know, I put skate parties. If you want a live band and skate too, I'm with it.
Exactly.
Hey, do you know we've been talking about doing a skate party for
We
the
got to
fucking
do
longest?
it. We got to do a skate party, bro.
We're gonna do it. All right, let me ask this question, y'all. Do you think it is possible or even logical to be offended by something you don't truly understand?
Yes,
Really?
I'm being facetious. I'm only saying that I've seen people do it, so yes, it's possible.
Okay, is it logical though? Not at all.
No.
And it's crazy to me, and the reason why I asked that question, man, because I heard somebody say, well, they got offended by something, and they got offended, and they felt like I want her to explain what they meant by that. And when I first heard, I was like, wait, hold on, wait. So if you don't really
not
truly
just listen to
understand,
them?
if you don't truly understand what they meant by it, how the fuck can you be offended by it?
I can explain that.
Go ahead.
I can explain that.
That's stupid.
Because at that point, they're completely responding based on how it made them feel.
Right.
That's it.
Right? And so if they wanted to,
Victimism.
don't do that. Because honestly, sometimes you'll find yourself being triggered, and if that person is trying to find out whether or not if what they thought was true, that's actually a good step of self-awareness.
Okay.
Because now I'm saying, okay, before I decide that I'm mad at you, let
That's what I
me
was about to say.
see if what I think you said
Is what you said.
Okay.
That to me,
Never happens though.
to me, that's the part that makes sense. Like even when you talk to people and because I've heard it numerous times. Like people get pissed off about something, you be like, well, what did I say? Well, what did I say? Well, I don't know. I don't know what you totally meant by it. Why the fuck are you offended?
They know how they felt by what they thought you meant by it.
See, what she's saying is exactly what I tell people. What people feel means matter. It means more than it matters more than what I'm trying to tell you.
But here's the part that
because you can feel a certain way before I give you the message. Like, I'm telling you this because you owe me $20. You come around me, you got new shoes on, a new nice leather jacket, but you owe me $75. You don't just want to pay me my $75, but you get mad when I don't want to hug you or shake your hand. Now you feel some type of way. Right. You should, because I've been feeling some type of way since I seen that $400 ass leather jacket. And you owe me $75. Right. Why shouldn't my feelings matter? Right. They didn't matter when you borrowed the money. Right. What happened then? You called me 5 times. What happened?
I put the responsibility on the individual with the feelings.
See? Right.
I always tell people nobody's feeling what you're feeling, right? You know? So it's your responsibility to regulate your own nervous system. Right. If you put it on me, then I can continue. I'm having a good time, right? You bothered. Right. I'm not. Mm-hmm. So I could continue to mess with you, and you could your nervous system is going off
all type of ways.
But you the only one that could fix that,
right? Because it's something within you.
Because you're mad. That's actually a signal to you that hey, I got something I need to heal.
Or this motherfucker, whatever I'm thinking, this motherfucker is saying, it might be correct. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I feel about myself,
right?
And I don't like it. You found me out.
And I don't like it.
And I don't like it.
But it's like, it's so many ways to go with that, because it's like, for one, if that wasn't what I was saying, then you was just all you was butthurt. That's right. Yeah. You was all butthurt for nothing, right? Because that wasn't even my fucking intentions. But if that was my intentions, and you know there's something that you got to deal with, why would you get mad?
Here's the thing. How often is it the other person's intention to make another person feel that way? Now, yes. I know that people do it, but most of the time when we talking to each other, we're not intending to create a nervous system shutdown, right, when we're expressing ourselves or having our opinion, right? And so if you want to play the game of life, anytime your nervous system lights up, that's an opportunity for you to safely say, I need to go check on my own self. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because once you clear up that that's not what you meant, that's an opportunity for you to heal, especially if you're in a relationship with somebody who is not going to hold you being triggered against you.
Oh.
Repeat that.
If you're in a relationship with somebody who's not gonna hold you being triggered against you, so if me and you are having a conversation, you trigger me, and I'm bothered, and then you say you tripping, and then I recognize that I'm tripping. Yeah, you let me have my moment to get myself together. Yeah, so that I can identify, and if you're a safe space for me, I can tell you how I really felt. Right. And then you could go, damn, I would never do that.
Right, that was just my opinion of you.
That was just my opinion. Right. I would never do anything to have you feel that way. Right. And with my close relationships, we have these conversations, and I'll go, when was the first time you felt like that? Because if you can remember the first time you felt like that, you'll find out why it's always bothered you.
You know what's crazy is that sometimes when you do that with people, sometimes they feel like, why you trying to analyze me? People say that shit.
I said close relationships.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
people you feel safe with.
Right.
I have established communication relationships with some of my close friends, and we do that to each other.
That's good.
Like my girlfriend will say to me, "Friend, you said that 3 times. That bothers you." And I'll be like,
"It do bother me."
Don't nobody do me like that.
You said what?
Don't nobody do me like that.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I mean, you can always create
I might get it in different ways, but
he don't think so, Durs. I think no. I don't know. I think
I don't get no. You said that to me, bro, already.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I understand.
Like to my recollection, like maybe I can be wrong, but
right.
Yeah. Me and my
Because it's
girlfriends,
very
like,
seldom
we're intentional
that I
about
will
it.
offer that.
You and him can make a decision today that y'all will start communicating with each other in that way. And then it's probably because y'all don't even pay attention. But if
Right.
y'all start paying attention to each other, right?
Yeah.
To how the other one feels, like, hey, bro, you said that a lot. You want to talk about it? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or I think that actually bothers you. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Do we?
Right.
Men don't do that for each other. Not a lot of them.
That's your opinion.
Not a lot that I've seen.
That's your opinion.
Not a lot that I've seen.
Most
Okay,
most
okay.
won't,
Not a
and
lot that I've seen.
most don't care enough to until it goes past a certain point, and then it's like, wait a minute, what's going on, bro? It's a problem.
Right.
And if that doesn't happen, then it goes to the extreme. You know what I mean? Because it's a lack of communication.
Right.
Right.
Somewhere amongst some kind of friendship, however many years, you neglected to tell me, pull me to the side and say, hey, bro, that shit was some bullshit. Ooh. Let me know next time. Damn, all right. I ain't, you know what I mean? I
Right.
ain't even look at it like that. I'm, ooh, all right, man, just let me know next time, bro. I ain't tripping. Now that I know what it was, I ain't gonna hold that on you. But next time,
Y'all
you
can
do
start
that.
this today, though. And it could be a whole new movement of black men being honest with themselves and their friends.
This feel like therapy.
Why are you saying it like there's something wrong with it?
Because y'all is sitting right here. Y'all are the first
Don't
two
do
men.
that, Liz. You trying to fucking Dr. Phil us?
I'm just saying,
Liz, you gonna go to break and you ain't gonna be here on the next day. You gonna be like, what is it?
I'm just saying, I love black men so much.
Yeah.
Y'all can do this.
She was like, because I could tell there's some tension over this somewhere because when he said
What is
this.
wrong with me?
That is not it. Y'all are the only two men that I am talking to right now. So I'm just saying that
But you know
you
what,
two
though?
can start communicating in that way. Just for fun, y'all can make a game of it.
It's crazy. Yo, you know what? Hey, yo, we gotta take a break real quick. Hey, yo, shout out to all the motherfuckers out there, man. You know I ain't gonna say that shit because Liz just fucked it up, y'all. It's the Shit's podcast, y'all. It's the shit.
I'm so serious.
What is it? It's all about the shits. Either you the shit or you not. And when you the shit, you got the ism. You got the realism, whatever other words you want to use, and you put ism on it, you the shit of that.
We are back on the Shit's podcast, where we just been shooting the shit, philosophizing and shit like that. You know, we've been talking about drugs and you know, freedom of speech and yay, and you know, all that shit go together. Y'all know it makes sense. So I'm kind of throw a curveball out here, and this question is to both of y'all. What would be y'all first response if somebody told y'all they had scurvy?
Look up scurvy real quick.
Okay, because that was going to be my first response. What the fuck is that?
I don't know what the fuck scurvy is.
How do you spell scurvy?
It's SCURVY.
SCUR.
Y'all never heard of scurvy?
First of
I've
all,
heard
it
of
sounds like a medieval disease.
Yeah, it's
I'm trying to
very-
figure
it's
out.
very
You went back
demonic.
in time and
Yeah.
got that motherfucker.
Scurvy
So-
is an old school ass.
Yeah, a disease caused by a deficiency of vitamin C, characterized by swollen, bleeding gums, and the opening of previously healed wounds, which particularly affected poorly nourished sailors until the
Pirates and
end
shit.
of the 18th century.
So somebody told me that. Somebody
Wait, somebody told you they got scurvy?
somebody brought somebody
You got
bro. So some,
You know a motherfucker with scurvy,
so
bro. Let me find out you know a motherfucker with scurvy.
First of all, is that shit contagious and do I need a mask?
It's scurvy.
so somebody
Wait, were you near them? Because where do I get an over-the-counter scurvy
That's the
test?
question.
somebody brought it.
Wait, he's coughing.
Wait, is that
What
Hold
the
on.
fuck is going on?
No, look.
Scurvy.
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 Y'all fucking stupid.
Feeling irritable and sad all the time.
No. So look.
Glasses off.
Somebody mentioned it. No, somebody mentioned it. Somebody mentioned it, and the first thing I thought of when they said scurvy, I was just like, "Arr!" I was like, "What the fuck?" You know. I just thought that was
That's the truth.
That's what you think about
That's
first. It's
what
like,
I heard.
damn, like pirates and shit, man. Like, damn. You know,
Boy, he has scurvy.
Your friend been on a cruise lately?
no, it ain't got shit to do with me.
My
But
friend been stabbed and his wound didn't heal. It's a staph infection.
all right. All right. We are now going to the game portion of the show. And we have the phenomenal, hilarious, very talented Liz Toussaint. And the game for this week is called Deuces. Very easy. You know what I'm saying? And like I always tell y'all, if y'all hear this shit somewhere else, hey man, y'all let us know because they biting our shit. And that's not my opinion. That's my fucking fact. And that's my freedom of speech. Because it's real easy to do. Alright, so with this game, basically all we doing is you got a minute to answer these questions.
Uh-oh.
You know, as honest as possible. You know what I'm saying?
First thing to pops it. That's all.
Pop thing. First thing pop here. You ready?
Nothing hard.
2 reasons you would call somebody petty.
Me?
Yeah.
For not wanting to give me food.
Damn.
And for bringing up some shit from the past.
Okay. That sounds good.
Good reason.
2 reasons you'll call somebody a goofy.
Me?
You.
Yeah, it's all you. It's all you.
For trying to front me off in public.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What is some goofy shit that people do?
Yeah, it's motherfucker.
Oh, the selfie.
Oh,
The selfie.
I
Singing
would definitely call you a goofy if you are a man and I see you doing a up selfie in a public place.
Please preach on that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Public. Like,
you can do it at home. I mean,
out here.
that's your
With scurvy. I got scurvy. And I got scurvy.
and I'm gonna say that because men usually do it down here.
Right.
Right.
So if you got it up here, you trying to get that's the woman.
You trying to get something in the background.
See that?
You trying to get
Okay.
something in the background.
Two reasons you'll block somebody.
One, because I don't want you on my page,
Okay.
and 2, because you're weird.
And you got scurvy.
Scurvy.
Yo, that was Deuces, and shout out and much respect to Liz Toussaint for doing that. Like I told y'all will only hear that on the S.H.I.T.S podcast. If you hear somewhere else, slap the motherfucker because they got scurvy and shit. So on that note,
I'm still in that, but it's gonna be called Trace.
Trace.
Bubba Ball, what you got for him?
Yo.
My bad. Hold on. I'm turning the mic over to my man Bubba Ball. He gonna hit y'all with the underlay for the overplay.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give y'all some things, just some things that you gotta live by. What's going on here? Okay, let's do some things everybody needs to come to terms with. Can we do that? 3 things. Nothing
Okay.
too hard, nothing too complex. That's just me. No response is a response.
Yeah. Hold on, man. Hold the fuck up.
Can I get some jewels?
Hold the fuck. No, it's I'm giving.
It's true.
Wait.
That's literally
That
what
was the
that
wrong
is.
one.
Okay.
Yes. You unprofessional bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Number 2.
my bad.
If they wanted to, they would.
Oh, this. You scurvy having wench.
Last but not least, I learned this from Durs, from being around Durs. Not everybody has the same heart as you.
Man.
Rest in peace, Corey. Rest in peace to the young man. You know what I mean? We lost in Humble Park.
Yes,
earlier.
sir.
Forgot his name.
The young man, I want to make sure I say his name right, give his respect. Akeem Briscoe.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Akeem, man. And
Shout out
rest
to
in
the
peace.
family.
Yeah, rest in peace, and you know, God's continued mercy. You know what I mean? The Most High continued mercies, man, on their families. That's some of the hardest. You know what I mean? Continuations on life is when you lose somebody, and that's a definite. We all gonna leave here. Some people will impact, You know what I mean? And affect people a while after that passing. So, you know, man, just man, you know, anybody that lost somebody, continue to call them. You know what I mean? Continue. That's what matters. After, months after, weeks after, days after, continue to call them just to say, hey, you know, how you doing? It matters. Trust me, it matters.
Yes,
Even
sir.
if they don't say a lot, it matters. Because it means that somebody care about them. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, let's keep living, y'all, and keep caring on each other that's living here. Because we only here for a small time.
Yo, with that being said, we're about to get up out of here. Hey, yo, Liz, who you giving shots out to?
Shout out to my baby daddy, HG Soul, and my daughter, Miss Layla Marie. We are the co-parents band. Shout out to the whole Tavern on LaGrange family. Shout out to Brown Sugar Bakery, Stephanie Hart, my favorite cake. Shout out to Monsoon and Mr. Ball here.
Thank you very
Shout out
much.
to DJ Mustafa Rocks for no reason.
She was clowning them early, bro. She was clowning them earlier. Bubba Ball, what you got, bro?
Man, listen, shout out to motherfucking Deck of Dirts for getting us together always. Shout out to Liz Toussaint for making her second occurrence and letting us know we also got to slide through her spot. You know, show her some love and get on her podcast and do her thing, you know what I mean, with her. So that's always a blessing to reciprocate these energies on these podcasts and get these numbers up and followers up. Shout out to my man Gordo coming through doing his thing on the music scene, coaching these young men out here. Shout out to people that are serving people. Not gonna ever forget y'all.
Put it how they serving them.
CTA workers, the Metro Pace drivers, the gas station attendants.
There you go.
The Food for Less, Jewel Osco. You know, Mariano.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Don't forget Pete's Photos.
What about the UPS drivers? Shout out to UPS drivers. Shout out to FedEx drivers. And last but not least, shout out our Amazon workers. They keeping them prime joints coming.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Got them Halloween costumes coming up.
Halloween. Tomorrow.
The Halloween
Please,
Halloween
we got
party.
this Halloween party tomorrow, Magoo. Still got time to get to that Eventbrite and get to them tickets.
How much the tickets?
$10 on Eventbrite. $10 on Eventbrite.
$10 on me right
$10
now.
on Eventbrite. 6550 South Bernard Magoo's. Doors open up at 9 p.m. We got my DJ Sin City. Gonna be tearing shit up tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all come through. Right. Hey yo, shout out once again to Liz Toussaint. Shout out to the motherfucking co-parents. Yes. Shout out to any podcast out here that's trying to teach and try to give y'all some knowledge. Shout out to my man Deck of Dirts. Shout out to Il Gordo. Hey yo, shout out to my man PR-ism who will be hosting the joint tomorrow.
Okay.
Also, shout out to the family, Joey, Bryce, Jalen, Crystal, and Smoke Dog. Y'all know what it is. I want to say shout out to my man Mel, Fluent Radio. Shout out to Hefe. Man, shout out to anybody in the city of Chicago that's being patient and has a vision and out here doing what they got to do. Because, hey, let me tell y'all something. That shit will come to fruition. I would say that shit right. Shout out to all the motherfuckers that got scurvy. Get yourself together, man. I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. Yo, make fans, not followers. Followers will get you clout, but followers will get you clout. Fans will get you work. Trust the process, y'all. Only thing that happens overnight is dreaming and slobbing. You know what I'm saying? That may not always be a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all make sure y'all stay in tune. Y'all make sure y'all stay in tune with the S.H.I.T.S podcast and the S.H.I.T.S radio. Like I said, that Halloween party is going down tomorrow at Magoo's. Yo, it's gonna be some sexy costumes out there, and it's gonna be some motherfuckers dressed up as pirates with scurvy. But anyway, yo, we'll holler at y'all. Shout out to my man Deck of Dirts for making all this shit happen, and we are out of here. It's the shoot.